So, our brother here just asked the question. Please, sir, what's the question again?
What are the threats to get? You reminded us last week that the Prophet says, when you get married, you have scored 50% of your religion. 50%. I'm not sure it is that cheap. There must be something. So if it is that cheap, there must be a threat. Somebody must be jealous that, because look, there was a time somebody says it's a murderer. And Shaitan says, no, you have not done anything. Somebody came, he said he's a thief. He said, I'm a robber. He said, no, you have not done anything. And another guy came, he said he has destroyed some marriages. Shaitan said, yes, you are my guy. So what are the threats to marriage?
Now, I'm going to be mentioning or listing some of the things that are the threats to marriages. And number one is disobedience to Allah.
Disobedience to Allah.
Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That presupposes that Allah has given us a hint.
Exactly.
Okay, let's hear some.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you should not attribute any partnership to him. Allah has mentioned the things that are halal and the things that are haram.
What is halal? What do you mean by halal? What do you mean by
halal? Halal are the things that are permissible.
By Allah.
Yes.
That will not be injurious to us.
Exactly.
Okay.
While haram are the things that Allah has clearly said we should not do.
That those things that are dangerous to our existence.
Exactly.
Let's hear the most dangerous things.
So you should enjoin in goodness and do away with that which is evil.
You should enjoy goodness,
yes,
and leave what is evil.
Yes. Allah stated in the Quran that He will never forgive the mushrikun.
Who are the mushrikun?
The mushrikun are those people that commit shirk, and shirk is associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes. So if your own marriage is built on disobedience to Allah, you are going to have a lot of hiccups in that marriage.
Any marriage that is built on disobedience to Allah is going to suffer hiccup.
Exactly.
That's a big grammar. What is hiccup? Is it repeated coughing?
You are just going to not have a smooth marriage. Yes, that is what I mean by
a troubled marriage.
Exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
Exactly.
I remember Allah saying in Salat that when we observe Salat, it keeps us away from indecency and extravagance. So, meaning that for those that are not consciously regular at their Salat, they are already a prey in the hands of Shaitan.
Exactly. They are already a prey in the hands of Shaitan. Because as a Muslim, if you do not observe, in short, you are not a Muslim if you do not observe your Salah.
If you don't observe Salah, you are not a Muslim.
Not a Muslim.
It is the pillar.
The Prophet says the difference between us and them is a Salah. So if you are not observing or you are not reading your Salah, you are a kafir.
So my heart is clean, though.
Yes.
My heart is clean.
It's not all about a clean heart.
It's not about the clean heart. You just have to do the do's.
You have to do it as a Muslim.
You roll out the lines to call. Dear brother, dear sister, dear listener, I believe you are out there. You have my guest, Hajiya Zulaiha Yusuf.
Suleiman.
I have another Zulaiha Yusuf. The barrister. Yes, she's also as eloquent as you are. So this is Zulaiha Suleiman, and you will feel free to call her and interact with her on today's edition of the Essence of Life. Marriage is to be enjoyed. If you are enduring it, seek counsel. There is something you are doing wrong. When you are enduring, you are just managing. Seek counsel. But if you are enjoying it, keep doing what you are doing. There's a solution to all aspects of life in Islam. Yes, socially there are people that are coming into marriage and they don't think, yes, marriage is a blue dance to the blue dance. What are these? Where does neatness? Where does it help your marriage? Where does dirtiness? How is it a threat to marriage?
This is a story of the Sahabas when they used to come back from a very far away journey. They used to send one of the Sahabas to notify their wives at home that tell them your husbands are returning, so they can shave their armpits and shave their private parts and make sure the houses are clean.
They should prepare themselves.
They should prepare themselves to welcome their husbands. So if you are dirty, you will lose, number one, you might lose your husband, or you might even lose your wife, because it's two ways. Cleanliness is not meant for one person.
There are dirty men too.
Exactly. So cleanliness is not meant for one person.
You will see some armpits, water is oozing out from the shirt.
Very smelly. So it is very, very good.
No, human being smells.
Exactly.
Human being, generally.
Yes.
I think we are Allah also.
Exactly.
That's why you have to be bathing regularly.
Exactly.
And apply perfume.
If
Dirtiness is
not,
a threat.
yes, it's a threat
to marriage.
To marriages.
Okay. Where does emotional intelligence come in?
Like
when someone is immature, everything he sees problem, everything she sees problem. She doesn't like me. She doesn't say I love you. She doesn't say. And what you notice what your other friends are doing, what other when you're always comparing, how does it come?
When you are always comparing your spouse to people you see outside or people you just met or people you are actually not even living with, you are going
on the social media.
Exactly. You are definitely posing a threat to your marriage. Because these are things that you can actually talk to your spouses about. You see, let's discuss this. That is what is going to lead to communication in marriage. If you are not communicating as a spouse, then that marriage is definitely at its
some threat.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you need to communicate. So you will not misunderstand each other.
You communicate?
Yes.
Does it not matter?
It matters a lot.
Don't you know I'm your husband? Don't you know I'm your husband? Why don't you know your husband still introducing himself
exactly.
to the person she's already?
Exactly. That is why you have to communicate. All of these things you have to communicate just to stop misunderstanding each other. If you do not misunderstand each other, you won't be saying, you talk too much or you do this too much, this one is too much. Emotional intelligence is not there. So, but when you sit down to start communicating, that is when you are going to, okay, my wife or my husband is lagging here. Let me just try to talk him or her through, and then let's see how she's going to handle it. Or if she even reacted in a very wrong way, you still have to, with love, bring them to the right track.
Where does the threat come in this?
Yes, but
in terms of threat to marriage, where does the in-law, the father and the mother especially, where do they come in?
When they say that this particular couple are unable to handle their differences,
they can resolve.
They can then step in as the third party.
But where they are the problem cause and go?
The parents
pick you up from the gutters.
That is why third parties are not encouraged.
When you say third party, how about third party that are reconciling?
Yes, that is a counselor, and that is their job. Okay. So that one is quite understandable. But for you to be reporting your spouse on any little misunderstanding, you pick your phone and call your mother, you pick your phone and call your father, you pick your phone and call your brothers and sisters. This is what my wife is doing. You are making, in short, that marriage is going to, if not carefully, if you do not retrace your steps, that marriage is going to break down.
So gossiping about your marriage now,
very bad,
is a threat to marriage.
Exactly, it's a threat.
Where does the social media come in as threat to marriage?
Like the wife being too,
either your wife or
the husband being too attached to social media in the sense that they forget their responsibilities, right?
Okay.
That is when it becomes a threat.
Okay.
So if you are using social media, you should use it wisely and also moderately.
Okay.
Yes. Once you use it moderately,
that is use it to do business.
Exactly.
Do business. Don't carry yourself on this.
You are doing business. You are doing dawah. You are doing something meaningful on social media. I don't think any reasonable spouse will have an issue
with that. Okay.
But once you are on TikTok dancing or on Facebook dancing and vibing to the latest song, it's going to definitely be a threat